Alright, so we've got our pre-image right here and our image. We want to write a coordinate mapping. Remember, a coordinate mapping is x, y becomes blank, blank. You want to say what happens to the coordinates. It's a coordinate mapping. Okay, so what is it? Well, a lot of us thought it might be a rotation. Let's see. What if I rotate clockwise 90 degrees? Nope. Now, you could rotate it and then do some other stuff, but we just want a nice single coordinate mapping. So it's actually a reflection across the line y equals x. Like that. Now, you're supposed to remember what that coordinate mapping is, but if not, just look at the actual coordinates. So b is -1, 4. What happens to the coordinates of b? Well, it's positive 4, -1. What about a? -3, 2. What about a prime? 2, -3. Do you see the pattern? The coordinates are just switching. So instead of x, y, you have y, x. The coordinates swap. A reflection across the diagonal line y equals x. Number 2. So we've got a rectangle, and we want to rotate it so that around point G, so that point R lies on the y-axis. Where's the y-axis? It's right here. So rotate it until R lies on the y-axis. That's right there. It's not a 90-degree rotation. You don't have to know how many degrees of rotation it makes. You just have to picture where R is going to be. Now, exactly what is that point? Well, how far apart are G and R? To figure that out, I can use the distance formula, or I can make a right triangle. So that's a 3, 4, and then Pythagorean theorem, if you don't remember, this side would be 5. 3, 4, and 5, a right triangle. So where would the point R be? What would its coordinates be? It would be at 0, 5. Number 3, the point 6, 2 is a point on the image after this transformation. So the image, remember, is after you've done the transformation. So here's our point 6, 2. So we want to know what the corresponding point on the pre-image is. So we want to know what these coordinates were. Now you can do it just intuitively. So what number, if I started with that, would I add 2 to and give me 6? Well, that would be 4. You can also set it up as an equation. You can say, okay, whatever the original number was plus 2 has to give you 6. It has to equal 6. So x must equal 4. And you can say, well, whatever that y was, y minus 7 gives you 2. So what was y? Well, then y was 9. So 4 and 9 would be the corresponding point. Okay.